Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Corey Salty True Floyd. This is Demon Engine, and this is the Geek Report. Today, we're going to be talking about some sketchy things, more than sketchy than usual, happening at Netflix. The Xbox revelations during this court hearing, and there's one more special present to the world from Chadwick Boseman. All that and more on the Geek Report. Let's. All right, everybody, we are back. Like literally, we went on a bit of a hiatus. There was a lot of stuff happened while we were gone. Uh, I guess we should start with the obvious demon. First, hello.
Hola! What's up, everybody? We're
I
back.
guess we should get all of our submarine jokes out right now, or do we just ignore it
We all
altogether?
made fun of the fucking controller. We all made fun of the controller. It's the only thing that fucking survived.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. First, all right. First of all, let me say something here. Logitech controllers are that work.
And it was at this moment the king knew true fear. Nokia over
Like
there shaking in their boots.
like y'all was talking about y'all. Yeah, there was dirty talking Logitech like it was a Mad Catz controller. I remember on my first Xbox, I had four Logitech wireless controllers because they were the only dudes who actually made a wireless controller for Xbox.
Yeah.
Them
All right.
niggas is the goat.
Let's get right into
Okay,
it. We're back. We're back now. So.
apparently there's going to be some division going on at EA, which you could take that with a whether it's good or bad. There's going to be EA Sports, and then there's going to be EA Entertainment. Either way, I just know there's going to be microtransactions.
From EA Sports, it's in the game, to EA Entertainment, it's in the skin.
EA Sports, it's in the game behind a paywall. Oh fuck them! Can't
I got
stand these
okay, like
bastards.
EA, Activision, no one can stand these ones anymore.
Well,
So
that's why Xbox is trying to pick them up. Speaking of course, Xbox is in court this week trying to trying to lock in the Activision deal. Of course, there's a lot of things that's being said out on the floor. One of them being that at one point Xbox was trying to consider buying out Sega and Bungie just to fill up their content gaps. Which, let's be honest, in retrospect, would have been a good thing
would have been a good thing. Could have
because
breathed new
maybe,
life into Halo with the original ones coming back, but that ain't happening.
but it's like maybe the first Destiny would have been an actual full game.
I doubt that. Okay. I'm saying I doubt that. Like, yeah, Xbox been making moves. It's been making waves, but I doubt that because Xbox is still Microsoft. If you've owned a computer
Yeah.
long enough, you know how it is with Microsoft.
There's so many layers to that. I'm not even gonna go there right now. Also, during this acquisition, of course, Sony is there to pleading their case. They say they are so afraid of Xbox making Call of Duty exclusive. Now, mind you, there's been absolutely no talk on Xbox's side about making it exclusive. Like no one was even talking about it. But Sony's so afraid because apparently they know that that game alone is worth $800 million to PlayStation. And I'm just like, this is this is what y'all. I mean, y'all sitting here buying out Obsidian, so it's. I'm sorry, but is it me or is it like the pot calling the kettle black?
Yeah,
It's just it's just like, yeah, y'all buy out studios left and right for exclusive games, but then when they want to buy Activision, it's like, hey, you're
I'm gonna
going too
say this
far.
now. As someone that loves Sony, PS1, like I do from back in the days, like I was there. I have all of them except the latest one.
Mm,
I couldn't care less about if Xbox decided to make. I'd actually prefer if Xbox decided to make Call of Duty exclusive. You take all these school shooters and races,
good
go over
lord,
there.
good lord.
You say, "Good Lord, fam, have you hopped in a COD lobby as
Oh,
of late?"
I've avoided it with I'm older. I'm older now. I remember.
You
I
remember,
don't.
ain't shit changed. It's gotten worse.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure proximity chats
Back
made it way more interesting.
back then they wanted back then in Call of Duty days, it was they was using the word nigga like it was butter, just spreading it on everything. Now they out here using it like it's Kentucky Fried 11 herbs and spices, just throwing that shit on every fucking thing at every fucking moment. And I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna
I
play
think
this game and get assaulted.
I think in the long run, Xbox is gonna win this out, and and still just as a move, they're like, yeah, we're not gonna make it. We're not gonna we're not gonna take it away from you guys, but we're gonna negotiate some shit. And they'll be like, what do you want? We want Spider Man.
That ain't
That was
happening.
that.
That ain't
Why not?
happening.
Why not?
That ain't happening. Sony not giving up Spider Man.
No, just no. Don't make it exclusive.
That ain't happening. That probably won't happen.
I would let. I
Sony,
would.
you don't understand how you think. Like we're sitting, so everybody's like Sony is worried about the 800 million that comes from Call of Duty. Spider-Man games be damned between the games, movies, and everything else. They ain't
I'm
trying to
just talking
fight
about the
with.
game.
I know you're
I'm
just
just
talking about the game as in not
because
having it exclusive, but look what they had to go through against Sony. Put its foot, try to put its foot down against the mouse to keep this shit for Spider-Man.
at this point they could let go. They'd be all right.
What?
Sony needs to let go because there's a lot of weird shit going on. But let's move along because while we're still on the same subject, during the deposition, Sony has revealed that their games actually cost 200 million a piece to make. That's Last of Us, Horizon. Like, so the real question is how how profitable were these games?
Mm,
None of them did. None of them did Grand Theft Auto 5 numbers. Let's let's put that let's just put that out there. Because let's look at it. Grand Theft Auto 5 cost $250 million to make, and it made all of it back in a day, plus some. But then again, that game wasn't exclusive to one system, and they accidentally let this cat out of the bag during the deposition. So I wonder what their books really look like now.
I'm looking up shit as we go through.
Because hey, I'm not. Of course, I'm not questioning whether these games are good or not. I'm just wondering how much the games actually made profit wise. if they're pushing out. I use the same logic like when I talk about movies.
Apparently, it cost them like over 200 million to make each. Each have made in profit 3 million, three
In
hundred million
profit,
each.
is that so? They're both. Is that wait? All right. Question: do their $200 million budgets include their marketing campaigns?
Um, I'm
Because
pretty sure it would.
I don't know because I know for a fact that in Hollywood they always try and keep the marketing budget separate from the film until it's time to actually look at the numbers. So I and I'm listen. I'll take it for face value right now. So okay, 200 million each. That mean and they made 300, so they're $100 million ahead. I'm not sure if that's a
No,
if
no. He said each have earned a profit of approximately 300 million
oh
each.
okay
It cost
okay
200 something million to make it, and they each made a profit of 300 million. So what they
no so
cost to make it?
that's 100.
So
That's a
yeah,
$100 million profit. Yeah, so it's like yeah, I mean sure.
so
So that this might all right. This is starting to make a little bit more sense to me now. But let's roll on. We might have to roll back and have a whole different convo. Meanwhile, over in the land of Xbox, these motherfuckers got me all the way fucked up. Because of their game Wulong, which is available on Game Pass, they made a controller out of actual jade. Meanwhile, y'all can't get y'all shit together to make sure that your little studios are putting out the right fucking games at the right motherfucking time. Oh, hey
hey
Queen.
queen,
Why do I always come in at like a very intense moment?
It's okay.
because you never come in here in the beginning. That's why
Fuck
you,
you,
s-
my guy. Okay?
hey,
you can
Eat
you
shit.
you slide in real
I
smooth like Zach Morris, Saved by
don't
the Bell.
don't get mad at me because I spoke the truth. But moving.
You ignorant. Is what you're speaking. Ignorant.
Hey, hey, ironically, The Sims 5 will seemingly adapt a Fortnite monetization model. I'm
Drink is
not
part
exact.
of it.
I'm about to say, Neek, you're definitely part of the Sims community. Is
So
this
you
going to
Yeah,
can
let me
milk
fly?
try that shit and
more
watch this
money
what
even
happens.
out of
Right.
people?
Like, bitch, I
With the amount the DLCs cost for four in
exactly.
alone.
Exactly.
That's
Listen, here's some free game for all my simmers out there, okay? If you's a simmer and you want them DLCs, but you don't want to pay for them, sign up for EA Playtest.
Hmm,
Sign up for EA Playtest. That's the legitimate way for you to get free DLCs without having to pay for a goddamn thing.
I ain't gonna lie, you just sound
Stop,
like Suge Knight for a moment.
stop giving them your money, and also stop getting them cracked packs because every time they do a fucking update, it fucks your shit up. So
If you're tired of
unless you're a
producing,
modder yourself, stop using that shit because it's fucking your shit up. I'm sorry.
Fortnite
I get in so many
monetization
chats
model.
who have issues with that
When
shit.
this game came out, it cost $60.
Yep, sure did.
Fucking Sims 4 with
They've made it
all total
free to
cost of
play
the
now.
DLCs as of 2023. If you didn't have like get the three play, it's $995.
God
mm,
damn.
yep,
And now they want a Fortnite shit.
y'all gonna fuck around and
Yeah,
find out.
that's why I said we finna play 4 and stick to 4 then. If that's the case,
EA Entertainment. It's in the microtransactions.
they think. That's what they think, and they're gonna be sad, sorely disappointed. I've seen a little gameplay from Sims 5, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're bringing them more, making them more lively and streamlining a lot of the UI and blah blah blah." And it's just like, bitch, I don't give a fuck about none of that. How much is this shit gonna fucking cost me? And what the fuck are y'all really doing? And I guess that right there tells us exactly what the fuck y'all doing, because y'all on some slick shit. Y'all sitting there trying to do the carrot and stick shit, thinking that we a bunch of fucking gophers and dummies. Yeah, maybe some of us might be, but still, fuck that. For those who have played this shit since the first one, no.
All right.
The answer is no.
I hear that.
Invested too much
Long
money in this
opinion.
goddamn game.
God of
Like
While we
War is
three and
more of an
four.
RPG than Final Fantasy 16. See, I've only played God of War. I don't have a 5 yet, since so I can't play 16.
Well, I've seen 16, and
But
honestly, I okay. I'm half
from what
and
I've
half,
been
right?
told as my friends, that any of this RPG shit don't matter because apparently it's still amazing.
Yeah,
So it's a lot of fucking fetch quest
yeah.
at some point, but still, it is.
It is
Yeah, but if
pretty
it's not an
impressive.
RP, but if it's
It's
not
still
doing
no, it's still
RPG
got that,
stuff,
but it's still got the RPG element of the story and whatnot. And I that shit got me hooked to see what the fuck the story is hitting for and whatnot. And I know one of my favorite YouTubers, he already did a full gameplay, took him 32 hours, and he already uploaded that on YouTube. But he does no commentary or anything. He just goes straight through the main story missions, and
mm,
usually kind of like keeps it there because you know otherwise it'd take you way longer to finish the shit. So,
mm,
but from what I've seen as far as the demo, that was pretty intense. It was pretty decent. And so
And then,
I
someone
think
always
it
got something to say about fucking Final Fantasy games. There's always that like a couple will come out, and then there's always that one that no one would like to talk about.
mhm
Ever everybody fucking thing, but it that be the one that gets more people into Final Fantasy, which is wild.
mhm right.
I don't, I don't know. We went
Almost
from
everybody hated 13,
Mhm
yes,
but 13 brought so many more people into the Final Fantasy
but
fandom.
still, it wasn't as bad as what happened with
15 was
14.
good. I enjoyed 15.
I
Well,
think
yeah,
13.
everyone loves K-pop the game.
Shut up. Don't be a hater.
Hey,
No,
You
I
come off
K-pop
love
the
like
the
a
game
hater.
is
game.
fucking.
I love the game. But let's be honest, when I first saw the first trailer for it, I was like, "Oh, this is a whole K-pop video."
They
When I
look
saw the
like a
words
whole.
Final Fantasy, I was like, "Oh, all
They
right."
look like a whole K-pop game. Not gonna lie.
Looks
My
like a
man sitting
whole
here with
K-pop
it.
group with a flying car.
Hey man, can't help
Hey yo,
themselves
once
if
you
they
unlock the
fly.
flying car option, shit got wild from.
Wait, there's a flying car option? God damn, I'm so
Yeah,
behind.
Yeah, they're fucking.
let's
I
It was
only
an
let's
did
go
upgrade
to
to
part
the
the next
car.
one
one.
because I was completing side missions. I've been completing side missions and shit, so
I heard
I only
about
got
this
past
shit.
chapter one.
Meanwhile, for some weird reason, Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk want to fight.
I got my
Elon
money's on
Musk
Elon. I'm not gonna hold
wants
you.
to no. What
Elon got a big
the
ass
thing is
head.
the thing is
Elon,
Elon
Elon. I
Musk
got my money on
wants
Elon.
to do whatever the fuck he wanted, and to diss him, this is a joke. Lizard Man don't like being made fun of, so he wants to scrap now. That's
And
why he
mind you,
agreed.
Zuckerberg does actually compete in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu meets. So
Yeah, but is he any good? And if he
he's
was, will
winning.
we actually know? Is he actually winning, or is he paying people to?
First of
Nah,
all,
because here's
I
why.
I, I didn't even want to cover it. How is this even news? Two billionaires want to fight each other. You want to know that shit ain't entertaining. Two old rich white men want to fight each other. There's more entertaining white men at the bottom of the ocean. But okay.
You
Stop.
know
We're
what?
not. We're good.
You ain't shit. Like,
But
damn.
no, because
Put the gun down. Put the
he
gun
Yeah,
actually
down.
I can.
he, he actually competed in a few really good ones, and he has some skill. Now,
But I'm
there's
saying,
another celebrity that would actually kick his ass, because if Damon remembers, there was a tournament in London, and Tom Hardy joined it and beat the absolute brakes off of everybody.
you said Tom Brady.
Tom Hardy,
Oh, Tom Hardy.
yeah,
Look,
the guy who played Bane.
I
I'm
mean, but
not
that's Tom Hardy
considering
though. So,
I'm not
like, I'm
considering these
saying,
two celebrities. The fuck out of that. These
but
just
I'm
was
saying though, would
motherfuckers
you
got
who
too
you
much
got your
money.
money on? Like, if you had to,
Elon,
yeah, my money's on Elon. Like, as much as I don't even like that nigga, I know he's
God, you
with
don't
that big ass
understand
head.
how much I don't care. So
I
these
believe
two
it.
what to
Let's
fight?
Like, I would love to see them two going at it, like the Hunger Games.
Let's be real. He's just this is just a distraction from the fact that he's trying to hemorrhage money out of people on Twitter.
Pretty much.
speaking
Oh, did
of
you
It
hear
ain't
about
worth.
that?
Amber,
They're
mhm,
changing up things on Twitter.
he's
You
trying to
won't be
limit.
able to view it unless you sign in, and they're viewing how many limiting how many tweets you can view.
hmm But
Yeah, because he trying to go Wall Street Journal with it, and it's not gonna work out for him.
meanwhile, someone discovered over in Pompeii a 2,000-year-old pizza painting, and I'm just like,
Not
y'all still
surprising.
discovering shit in Pompeii?
Why
Damn.
are
Yes,
y'all even down
you
here?
still
Like,
discovering shit in Pompeii. That shit was perfectly preserved, so of course y'all still got, you got a lot of shit to brush off.
I guess. I mean, cool. Ugh. Just Pompeii seems like a. I mean, I remember seeing photos of stuff from there, and it just seems really fucked up. It's like, yeah, this man was preserved
oh, I'm not
perfectly.
looking
Uh, for your
Yeah,
for the Hell of a Boss fans,
boss
they
fans.
finally uh they finally went back and showed the second half of season one finale, where we were introduced to Beelzebub, seen here. Now, here's the reason why. If you haven't seen the episode, spoiler alert. But for those who have seen it, you'll know that the voice actor for Beelzebub is actually pop star Kesha.
Huh.
But
I think you remember saying that. I think I
but the
remember you saying that.
song the song that sung had to be sung by somebody else. She originally, because her music label tried to put a cease and desist on it because of those
Yeah,
messed up
all of the
contracts.
yeah,
Those
the 360 deal. She signed a
hmm
360 deal. She kind of fucked herself. But most artists did in the early 2000s because they thought they were with people they could trust.
we're
And
gonna
Right.
get
little did they
money.
know those were
They're just
motherfucking
like,
sharks
yeah,
in the
yo,
water.
I'm gonna be a star and get
Now, if
money.
motherfuckers still signed the 360 deals now,
Little did they
mm-mm,
learn, they're just signing a contract with Shang Tzu in disguise. Your
pretty much,
soul is mine.
pretty much. Now, this is not to down her though, because she's been trying to get out of this fucking contract for
Right.
ages. Sis has been fighting for a minute, for a hot minute, like for at least a decade. That's why the only thing I can remember from this woman is TikTok.
Yeah. I gotta give her credit though. Who the person they found to imitate her singing voice, spot on. Uh, and Pedro Pascal, he fully supports the idea of Bo Katan taking over the Mandalorian show. I hate to be
I
that
mean,
guy, but no, no,
listen, uh, he clearly
no.
knows her, and at the end of the day, he's clearly fine with it. So there's nothing he can
He's
do.
fine with it, and I need to see him in some more shit as
It's,
Joel before I
yeah,
don't see
yeah,
him as Joel anymore. Cause that's
pretty
I
about to be
much.
That's gonna be a heartbreaking scene to watch. I might skip that episode with it.
I
I'm
might
I'm
have
I'm
to
not
as well.
I'm not with it. I'm not uh
Well, it's
The
happening.
whole, no, he says he fully supports it. It doesn't mean that's happening. I think that's a stupid idea because the whole point of the Mandalorian was supposed to be a Sergio Filoni movie in space, which was the spaghetti westerns. She like that's like the whole that was the premise of the Mandalorian. So make it pass it off to her. It's a whole different show. Don't call it the fucking Mandalorian. Give her
Mm,
her own show.
I couldn't care less. Just one of them things I couldn't care less. If it's good, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it. If it's not, I'm not.
Because I'm like, just don't change it up and be like, yeah, it's the same thing. No, no, I don't. That bothers me. Liam Helmsworth, who's going to be the last person to play The Witcher, apparently he's getting ready to take over the role. Currently, the first half of season 3 is out right now. He's reading the Richer books and he's training heavily. I should tell him now. Maybe he should give up on the reading part because the main reason Henry Cavill was leaving the show is because showrunners didn't want to follow the books.
Yeah, but from what it sounds like, based on the fanboy that I'm always around, technically they are following the books to a degree as far as um apparently he didn't tell his castmate about him leaving the show. And I'm like, you telling me they didn't know? Like this has been going on for like a year now.
Yeah, because then the showrunners tried to badmouth him and say that he was difficult to work with. Then they
I mean,
tried to
was it
then they
was it producers or was it one producer?
it was a one producer and the writing staff because he was just like this is not how this scene should go. He's like I'm not.
You understand? I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. I am a fan of this shit. This is not how it's
Yeah,
supposed to go.
he's
I guess.
like y'all
Like
can't
it's
bring on the
fiction. It's
nerd.
also fiction.
Y'all
It's
can't
also
bring on the
fiction.
nerd and
It,
then be
it,
upset when the nerd is telling you
it's
that it's
I get
wrong.
it. It's fiction, but like again, there's certain creative liberties you can take, and then there's others like stick to the goddamn script.
Well, have y'all seen the first 5 episodes?
No, I haven't sat and watched them yet.
I have, and masterfully put. You'll find a lot of like really fun moments in there. Not just from the books, but from the games as well.
Good.
Um, and I think maybe they were probably trying to pull more from the games than the books.
Either is
Um,
fine, but that
but
second
I
season was
mean, well,
weird.
well, yes, it was. However, I think as a requirement, the writer should have been required to read the book
Yeah,
to get a
agreed.
thorough understand, and like you had to read the books and play the game both, so that way you have a very clear understanding of how this world works. Now, Blood Origins was great. I think Blood Origins was done very well, especially showing elven culture for what it was in its glory days.
Elven culture part, sure, but there's there was a lot of stuff that kind of just messed with the whole lore of The Witcher.
Yeah, but it wasn't like he didn't have
But the
anything,
Elven,
any information on the before the conjunction. He didn't have anything.
okay,
That's
yeah,
what made it decent and able to be done because there's not a lot of information. Yeah, things are revealed through dialogue and stuff like that and conversation. However, there wasn't a whole lot of like very clear depictions of it, if
okay,
that makes sense.
yes.
So
Moving
I
up,
mean that's why they did well with Blood Origins. Just like give them grace, give them like let the whole season three come out. Let all of season three come out. I think he's just not gonna be there for season four
Oh no, he's
because for them
gone.
to they said that they were gonna switch him midway through, and it just doesn't make sense.
No, they've locked in Liam Helmsworth for season 4 and 5.
Yeah, and nobody's really gonna want to watch, and that's
Yeah, good luck.
unfortunate. Cause like I mean, I'm sorry, but y'all definitely could have got Chris Hemsworth.
Nah,
Y'all could afford
right.
Superman. Y'all could afford Thor.
Chris Chris Helmsworth just did Extraction too. But let's move ahead. Latest one. A lot of people are saying that the Flash just isn't a good endpoint for the DCEU. My question is, what the fuck is like? What do we got? Aquaman 2? It's like they're gonna try and throw that out and make sure they show the least amount of Amber Heard as humanly possible.
You know what? It could have been a good endpoint for fucking DCEU.
What?
Batgirl.
What? Oof. It could have been,
And
but we'll never
we
know.
win. The world will never know.
The world will never know. But I think the Flash was actually a really solid movie. Uh, if Ezra
I think
Miller
you're the
wasn't committing all those
from.
weird,
I haven't
uh,
seen any of it, but from what you've told me and what I've read on the internet, it seems like you were the only person that
that's
thinks
because I
that
took.
movie is a
That's
good
because I
movie.
was able to take it out of Ezra Miller's crimes because the movie was shot before this nigga started running wild. So I thoroughly enjoyed it. And if you were at the screener, you would have known I wasn't alone. But but I think some people just want to agree with the rest of the herd sometimes.
Mm.
Ah, the creator behind the Squid Games he just let everyone know he actually signed over the rights to the show altogether. So he hasn't made anything outside of his initial deal, even though the show itself literally brought up Netflix's
I
worth by a
mean,
billion.
isn't that what Andre Sikorsky did when he sold The Witcher to CDPR? And he had to go
I'm
back to the bargaining table, like, hold on, wait a minute. That's why Mike Pondsmith is the way he is about cyberpunk.
hmm
You get what I'm
and
saying? Like
mind
these are all
and
motherfuckers
mind
get
you,
to
he
learn from
also
each
writes
other.
stories for The Witcher.
Hmm.
So I do
And he's
think there
coming out
needs
with
to
another
be.
game too, attached to cyberpunk.
Yep. And I think there should be some room for him to go back to the bargaining table because not only does Netflix have a second season of the show coming out, they have a reality show of it coming out, which spoiler alert, apparently it's rigged.
Well, it's gotta be reality TV.
No, no, like
They,
super, like not kind of rigged. It's like no, super rigged. Like,
yeah, it's not a reality TV is nothing but scripted TV.
well, no, this is a competition.
I mean,
It's
have you watched the
it's
100?
it's claw machine at a side of the road, quote unquote casino in the out in the Midwest type rig.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, that's bad. That's real bad.
because it's like because a few of the people that are competing are like ringers. It's like, yeah, a lot of these physical challenges you've been specifically picked for to win. Kind of like those ringers they had in the first Jonah Battle Royale. Let's move along. Ah, yes. The trailer for Five Nights at Freddy's finally came out. I, I gotta admit, I enjoyed the trailer. I'm looking forward to the movie. It's gonna be coming out on streaming and in theaters, but I'm definitely gonna go to the theaters to see this. I know
I don't
Neek's
know
not
about
very
that.
fond of horror movies.
Yep, but it comes out 5 days after my birthday.
Yes, it does. But I look forward to it.
I definitely look forward to it.
This has been a long time coming. I was talking hella shit about when the hell this movie was coming out. So I guess
We got
it's about fucking
we
time.
we got
Production
that
company
weird
like,
shit.
here, nigga.
We got that weird shit with Nick Cage. Is a hold on.
Oh,
You're talking about
oh,
him being
Willy's
in the
Wonderland.
Yeah.
no. Not Willy's Wonderland. Was it no, he's in games now. They done put his
Oh
ass
yeah,
in
Dead by
that
Daylight.
game. Hmm.
Dead by Daylight. Yeah, and
I
apparently
don't understand it.
he was just
He
over at
look
Kojima Productions too. So we don't know
oh
what that's
Lord.
about.
I started reading Kojima's book too.
Crazy.
I'm
Uh
liking this. I'm
oh,
liking the way this looks. I'm liking the way this feels. But I can tell you right now,
mm,
like, hold on. Let me. The Luffy, I can fucks with it. The Zoro, I can fucks with it. The Sanji is right there. It feels like that. He looks like that motherfucker. This shit look like it's from a fucking scene in either a horror movie or a game. I feel like I feel like I just got done playing Gotham, one of the old Gotham games, and I pressed the wrong button, got knocked out by a henchman, and a cutscene started with this motherfucker.
Wow.
That's what that feels like. You can't help me. This shit don't look like it's from some type of horror.
it does.
So,
It does.
and if they elongate his mouth like that,
Right, and to make it even worse.
But I look forward to it all the same.
I
What's
do
our
too.
next one?
Our next one.
Oh yeah, these are the next few are actually images of other heroes in that punk dimension where Spider Punk is from. I just wanted to show these off because I wanted people to get their more cosplayers to get some ideas flowing. That was Daredevil. This is Ironheart, but in this case Riot Heart. I thought it was pretty cool. This is the Hulk, Robbie Banner. I just thought they were cool. I wanted to highlight a few of them. That's all. Adrian Toombs, the Vulture, pretty much the ops. And last but not least, Chadwick Boseman's star will be on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. He's receiving a posthumous star on the Walk of Fame, which is well deserved. Of course, for folks who don't remember for some reason, we lost Chadwick Boseman back in 2020.
I thought it was 2021.
No, it was 2020. We were locked down when he
Oh,
passed.
it's really been 3 years.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's wild.
I don't think this. I had to edit one of these. I don't think this is the last one. Oh yeah,
Oh,
there it is.
oh.
This is the
And
last one.
Philadelphia's David Cornsweat is going to be the DCU's new Superman.
Looks like he gonna be the softest Superman ever. This looks
Who is
like
that? He look like a baby face wrestler there.
he looked like he's on the verge of tears right here. Like you can see
Don't
eyes
sleep
have
on
been
my
red.
man, all right?
He looked like he's on the verge of tears. He looks like he got socked by Darkseid and is now about to use Talk No Jutsu.
I can't stand you right now. You and this
That's because
talk no
he
jutsu
ignorant.
shit.
That's because he ignorant. That's all.
But
That's because
everybody,
he
this is
ignorant.
at we're actually right here at the end of the Geek Report. We want to thank everybody for stopping in today. Of course, Demon Engine, Queen Meek, we want to thank you guys for checking us out. We are back. We're going to be back every week, hitting you with the news and the feeds that you need. Video games,
Hey.
comic books, movies, and anime, and more. This has been the Geek Report by Amerime Media. Please make sure you check us out at AmerimeWire.com And thank you for subscribing. And if not, why aren't you subscribed? Hit that button. We'll talk to you.
Yep, hit the bell.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.